We bring in the great defensive back from the Arizona Cardinals, one of our favorites, Patrick Peterson, looking clean today.
I appreciate it, Dan.
And he's got his Old Spice collection here. You're ready to go? Are those leather or pleather pants you have on?
These are leather.
They are leather.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go around the room. Over, under cost of his leather pants. Because Cam went 900 on his Versace. Paulie, I'll start with you.
I may be low, 780.
All right. Seton.
Man, I was going to say 750.
All right. Fritzy?
I'm going to go $828.
Okay. Now, if you do go over, you lose. You know this. His price is right. All right, McLevin?
I saw them on Canal Street for $35, but I'm going to say $700.
You're saying those are knockoffs?
I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, it'd be weird to, like, feel them. I don't want to do that. By the way, that sweater costs about $1,000.
You just called out Patrick Peterson as a poser.
What do you think?
I don't know. Where'd you get it?
I'm going to go 1,000. How much, Patrick?
Dan's right. $1,100.
Bam! That's because I got a pair just like him.
You win them.
Yeah. Mine are chaps, though. I got chaps. That's all. That's all we wanted to talk to you about, Patrick. Thanks for joining us. It's National Signing Day. Take us back to what that day was like for you.
The first week of February is nerve-wracking. Well, not necessarily nerve-wracking because at this time you know where you're going to sign.
Did you have a final three? Who were your final three?
My final three was Florida State, USC, and LSU. And LSU, I thought was a better fit for me because they had the whole secondary leaving. I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to plug and play. Don't have to worry about sitting behind seniors or waiting my turn to play. And I wanted to go to LSU to start my own legacy. I started tradition there. You know, I was the first player to go there to win the Jim Thorpe Award, and just everything just laid itself out properly for me so I can go there and just hit the ground running.
How tough is it when you have to tell those coaches you're not going to USC?
It's very
or
tough.
Florida State.
You know, it was very tough because, you know, throughout the process you grow a friendship and a relationship with these coaches throughout that process. And it goes all the way back to you initially first start to get recruited in like the 10th grade, I believe. So having an opportunity to grow a relationship with these coaches over the past over the 3 years, and next thing you know, you tell them, I'm thinking about going somewhere else. And, you know, it's kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, these guys been through it and done it before. So it's nothing new. I'm quite sure they've seen worse before.
Can Les Miles close me? If I'm not sure I want to go to LSU or Alabama, and Les comes in.
It depends what position you're playing.
I'm playing quarterback.
You're playing,
and you know he needs a quarterback. He needs me bad.
Yeah, he needs you bad. I think the Mad Hatter has what it takes to close a deal on you. Apparently, we can't find a quarterback.
Would you help LSU?
Right,
Brady's helping Michigan, and Derek Jeter.
Mm-hmm.
Would you help LSU? Did they reach out? Because Brady and Jeter are helping with National Signing Day.
Oh, well, all they want me to do is just tweet out and congratulate the guys for coming to coming into school, but I'm not doing anything as far as helping.
You're not campaigning?
Nah, I'm not campaigning at all.
All right. You gave us one of the great expressions last year when we were talking about how fast somebody is.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave the expression
of crackhead speed.
Crackhead speed. It's who was the player who had
Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun Jackson had crackheads.
I know exactly who it was.
Oh, I love
it was
that.
actually Deshaun Jackson and Mike Wallace.
So that's a compliment.
No question.
Oh,
man. I mean, that's fast because, you know, growing up in Pompano Beach, Florida, had the opportunity to see, you know, not the best of things. You know, see a lot of high-speed chases, and you see guys running from cops and things like that, and to see
so you had to be fast to get away from the cops.
Exactly. You have to be very, very blazing fast to get away from the cops, especially when they're in their car and you're on feet.
So it's somewhat something of a compliment when you're saying that they're that fast. Mm-hmm. Do they know that you said they had crackhead speed?
I don't know. I mean, it went nationally, so I'm quite sure they heard about it.
I loved it. Who was the fastest receiver? Who's the fastest guy in the NFL?
We have two of them on our team, J.J. Nelson and John Brown, but Deshaun Jackson and Mike Wallace, no question. I mean, those guys, and they've been doing it for so long, and to able to keep maintain that speed for however long Deshaun been playing, 7, 8 years, and same thing with Mike Wallace. But these young guys that we have on our team right now, J.J. Nelson, who has the fastest 40 time last year in the combine, he has some long gait, fast speed as well. And John Brown is one of the quickest guys I ever played against and played with as well.
If I said you had to cover somebody who was just straight fast, somebody who had tons of moves, or somebody who was physical. So if I gave you Edelman, Larry Fitzgerald, and then I gave you Deshaun Jackson,
Which one I want?
who's going to keep you up at night thinking about?
Ooh, I probably have to say Edelman, just because in the New England system they run so many crossing routes. They run a lot of bunching routes, and by me being a man-to-man guy, press corner, it makes it tough for me running through traffic, finding my way through traffic, because as a receiver, they know exactly where they're going. They know exactly where they need to maneuver through traffic. So I'll probably say Edelman will probably be the toughest guard because they do so many different things with him versus with Larry. You know, he's a big physical guy. That's the type of guy I will prefer to guard.
Yeah.
But those short, fast, the guys that like to run through traffic, hate those suckers.
The way the season ended, as good as the season was it a successful season that it ended the way it did?
No, by far it was definitely a successful season because it's something that the Cardinals haven't done in a long time. You know, we're one of the oldest franchises in the NFL, dating back to 1889, and I believe we're still one of the longest franchises to have a championship drought. And for us to go 13-3 is definitely a huge compliment to the ownership, the coaches, you know, the belief that they put in the guys downstairs to get the job done. And for us to go to the NFC Championship the first time since 2008 was a compliment as well. So, I mean, we're definitely moving in the right direction. We want to see if we continue building on this thing, what we have going right now.
Carson Palmer took a lot of heat.
Mm-hmm.
How much was the finger an excuse, or was it just bad quarterbacking play?
You know, well, you know as good as I do, Dan. You've been around the game for a long time. Anytime you have an injury to your index finger, you know, that's where all your power is, you know, your accuracy, you know, how far you want to throw the ball. And in my opinion, of course, Carson going to say it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I believe the finger did play in an effect into him throwing the ball, because you can tell that he wasn't on target as he was 14 weeks prior, you know. So, but at the end of the day, Carson, he gave us everything he had. He left it out on the field.
The interception before the first half was the turnaround.
Yeah, right before, I think it was after my interception.
Yeah.
When I returned it down to the 20-yard line. I think that definitely.
How did you get caught?
It's because no one didn't block the intended receiver. That's the number one rule when you catch an interception.
You got to get Ted Ginn.
You have to block the intended receiver. And no one blocked him. And next thing you know, the intended receiver tackles me for my touchdown saving, for the touchdown saving tackle, which could have possibly turned the momentum in that game. The next thing you know, Carson came back and threw the interception. But, you know, like I said, we gave it all we had on the line. The Carolina Panthers was just a better team than us.
If I said, with Cam Newton, what challenge? We see Denver's got a great defense
Right.
here. But if you were playing against Cam again, what would you do differently?
Man, you know, Cam has improved his game so much, and you know he's always been a great runner. You know, when the ball is in his hand, he's very, very dangerous. But now that he's evolved as a consistent passer, I mean, it's almost nothing you can do to prepare for this guy. You almost got to hope that he have a bad day, because he's been playing so well and consistent all year long. He's definitely by far the most dangerous offensive player in the NFL right now.
And I want to compliment you on it. Not that you asked for this or you even knew I was going to bring it up. What you've done with Tyrann Mathieu, you help him grow up. Mm-hmm. And it's evident when he's been on, and he said that, look, I wouldn't be here without Patrick, that you understood he was throwing away his life. And, he's a Pro Bowler.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a credit to you.
Oh, thank you.
No, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
I know you're here with Old Spice. I want to let you give your product pitch here.
Yeah. Here talking about, obviously, the new collection that Old Spice have is the hardest working.
Do you want me to read this, though, to help you out
Well,
here?
yeah, if you want to.
Okay. All right, here we go. The new Old Spice hardest working collection performance lineup, including odor blocker and sweat defense deodorants and dirt destroyer body wash, deliver the most powerful Old Spice products on the planet. Available in your favorite Old Spice scents. And new lasting legend. The hardest working collection offers legendary protection for legendary men. You'll feel so good, so clean, you could wear $1,100 leather pants. Check out oldspice.com for more information. How did I do?
That sounds like a commercial to me.
I'm the Patrick Peterson of Reeds, just so
Right.
you know. I mean, I will lock you down when it comes to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dan Marino's over there. Did you meet Dan?
No, I didn't meet. I did meet Dan in the back. Yeah, I was a huge fan of Dan. I was pulling his leg about the car commercial he used to do all the time in Florida, and to see him now in my face is almost like, oh, I'm starstruck.
Did you get a picture with Dan?
I did get a picture with
Okay,
Dan,
good.
and I'm going to post it right when I'm done with the show.
Because what Marino did 30 years ago is what they're all doing now.
Mm-hmm.
He changed the league.
Right.
Spread offense, little guys, Duper, Clayton, Nat Moore, throwing for 48 touchdowns in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, 1984.
Yeah.
Killing it. Look at him. Looks like, look at him.
Sounds like Ben Roethlisberger team a little bit. You got those little guys, and you got Big Ben. Reminds me a little bit of Dan throwing the ball.
Wait,
big,
you
strong.
can't put Roethlisberger with Marino there. That's not fair.
Well, you're right, but they have similarities.
Size maybe, and Dan's from Pittsburgh, and
Okay.
Ben plays in Pittsburgh.
Well,
So who would you rather face?
who would I rather face? Neither one of them.
Well, you got to pick one.
I got to pick one.
Roethlisberger. You want a piece of Roethlisberger, or you want Marino? Look at Marino over there,
honestly,
man. He could still play.
I know he can still play, but I would love to have a Hall of Famer in my office as far as me picking them off.
Whoa. Wait, there's Marino right now.
I'll just
He's
throw
gonna-
you one, man.
Marino's going to throw one.
I dropped it.
You dropped it. You just dropped it. You could have had a Hall of Famer.
Could have had it, and I dropped it, but I still touched
All right,
it.
hey, Dan, I got to give him a do-over.
Okay.
Okay. We can edit that out. All right, Patrick, you might.
Man, Dan got some spice on that ball, man.
He's got some Old Spice on that ball. Patrick, always great to see you.
Thanks for
One
having
of our
me.
favorites.
Oh, Dan.
Yes.
I know you guys have the pie contest, right? You guys throw the pie.
Yeah.
Well, since Old Spice have this new Dirt Destroyer, I have a gift for you and the Danettes.
You do. Whoa.
For when you guys do have your.
When I
end up doing
smash
your-
Seton in the face with another
Exactly.
pie, I like this.
And since it's the Dirt Destroyer, it should work great with the pie.
I like that. Well done. We love a guest who brings gifts. He's Patrick Peterson, the Cardinals defensive back. Decent hands.
Decent hands.
Decent hands.
That's exactly why I'm a cornerback.